All right, we are back. I meant to come out here yesterday and do legs, but that 9 days of no exercise, it caught up with me. After doing arms and shoulders, I was so sore yesterday. I couldn't believe it. My shoulders, my chest a little bit, my triceps, everything was so sore. What can be said about taking a break that long, considering my split was consistent, it was really more like 2 weeks since I had done the arms and shoulders day. Your strength levels aren't really affected a whole lot in that time frame, but your ability to recover and lasting endurance are definitely affected, because I was way more sore than I normally am, and I was freaking exhausted after getting off work yesterday. I couldn't believe how tired I was. But I'm sure over the next week or so everything's gonna start to feel normal again, but that first day back really kicked my ass. But we are back with quad focused legs today. So we're going to be doing a whole bunch of front squats, doing some RDLs, and then we'll probably end up doing our leg extension, hamstring curl, and wide grip pull-up circuit. Let's just go ahead and dive in, and I'm sure my legs are going to hate this, but here we go. Okay, so for our front squats today, I'm trying things a little bit different. As you may have noticed, I don't have my little piece of 3/4 inch plywood for underneath my heels. I'm gonna try it just flat on the ground today and just see how that goes. That is my end goal, is just to be able to squat on the ground flat. So we're gonna try it today, just see how it goes. And I'm also not gonna be going for max today. I'm gonna stop at 225. We're just gonna start building our way back up. I work my way up to see what my max is, and now I'm gonna drop the weight back down and rep out hard, build my base up, repeat the cycle per usual. So let's just go ahead and dive into these 225s. Okay, so initial observations after that first set, I definitely feel the lounging around for 9 days in my legs. I definitely feel that, but that's okay. We're gonna get it back, no problem. Secondly, I think I like just flat on the ground. I feel like having the weight up in front on my chest is helping with my form, and I think we might just rock with this for a little while and just see how it goes. So let's just go ahead and move on to our next set. Alright, well, I wanted to go for a 4x4 at 225, but failed out on the final set after 2 reps, but that's okay. We got something to work towards. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to RDLs. I'm gonna get a warm-up set at 135, and then we'll move to 2 working sets at 225. brutal after doing all those front squats. And it was a bit of an oversight on my part, but my form on my RDLs wasn't as perfect as I would have liked it to have been, because I have a fat freaking scab on my shin from when Jessica and I were on vacation, and I didn't want to scrape it off of my freaking leg and bleed all over the place. So I had to kind of like hover it above my shins versus letting it slide up and down like I normally do. But hey, whatever, we got it done. 2 solid working sets. Let's go ahead and move into leg extensions with wide grip pull-ups and hamstring curl all in a funky circuit, and then we'll end off today. That is gonna be it for today. I decided to switch it up at the very end and abandon hamstring curls and just give leg extensions one more solid set. I am completely smoked right now. I am feeling that. That wore me out. So, beginning with front squats today, I was really hoping to be able to get the 4x4 of front squats at 225, but it didn't end up happening. We were too short on the final set, but that's okay. I'm gonna strive for it next time. I'm sure the next time we have a quad focused leg day, I'll probably be able to do it. We'll get a really good solid hamstring deadlift session in and just kind of start getting my body back used to lifting heavy. It really is remarkable how some things remained over the 9 days or more because of the split, really kind of more like 2 weeks. But it's amazing how a lot of things stayed, and it's amazing how some things dropped off. Like my front squats were okay. I feel like there was a slight decrease in strength, but like my wide grip pull-ups today totally suffered. And I don't know if that's just because I'm freaking absolutely gassed, or if, you know, that is an exercise that's gonna take a few days to kind of come back into rhythm like I had them before we left. So it's kind of interesting, really, how some things are okay and some things are not. My leg extensions today, it was hard to tell whether or not it was truly suffering because I've been gone and I haven't done them in a couple weeks, or if my quads were just absolutely eviscerated from doing front squats. Maybe a bit of both. You know, my numbers on my leg extensions really suffered today as well. RDLs, I was short a rep or 2 on each set, but really it just kind of felt like normal. It's really interesting, really kind of interesting stuff. One thing that we did do pretty okay today on though, however, was time. Our total time today ended up being 57 minutes 25 seconds. So we still had a sub-hour leg day. I feel like I motored through the first half pretty solid, and then it all kind of caught up with me and I started kind of petering off in the second half. But we still did really freaking good, all considering we really kept the pace up. I'm freaking drenched in sweat. We definitely gave it our all. So what more can you really ask for? And the changes that we made today with our front squat, with just dropping down the weight and going for like something like a 4x4 was excellent. I think that's really going to yield me some serious results. My freaking legs are quivering as I speak. And I actually think I really did okay without having my little 3/4 inch piece of plywood under my heels. I think that we can just proceed with doing front squats flat on the floor, which is pretty exciting. You know, that's like full range of motion. That's getting into the hamstrings. That's getting into the calves. Plus, not being able to lean back just a little bit more because of that 3/4 inch ply underneath my heels. I really had to engage my core which felt absolutely nuts, which is great. That's exactly what I needed to do. So it's easy to come back from something like a vacation and not exactly have the numbers that you had before you left get to your head, but you can't let it. You can't let it. You just got to power through, and within a couple weeks, it's all going to come back. You can't even worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just happy to be back. So that is going to be it for today. There's a shred of light left out there, but it is pretty freaking windy and cold out there right now. I just go on a quick 10-minute cool down walk, and then I have tomorrow off work, so I am going to for sure be back tomorrow with chest.